for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, watch the pass,
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And there we see an early burst. Makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. On second down, Freeman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And able to find Kirk complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Murray. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And he's going to go down again. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's Brissett. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He's got it at the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after them.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
from the 39. Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Get your money. Get your money.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
David.
4 down. 4 down. 4 down.
Say. Go.
Brissett. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. From the red zone now, Brissett. Jones has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
We're closing in on halftime. That's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense, who's done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. crew able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get in the field goal range.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on second and long. Brissett looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Brissett from the gun on third. He completes it to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Let's go, D.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Zoom, zoom. 59's mark, 59's mark. Check out. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A final shot before half from Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up second and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All day, every day, any day.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
That's it, baby. We go
at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 1st down, Brissett escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Brissett now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And finding the tight end Hooper. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Finding room inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Murray now on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. Well, Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Murray. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll run it now with Smith. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll make it third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Murray now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Murray keeps it himself, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Brissett. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brissett. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Brissett flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now Brissett. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Brissett. He's got Smith here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Brissett looks to throw. Caught by Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brissett again. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored.